Here we go. We're about to get underway, and here is Khabib Nurmagomedov, the lightweight champion. As we said earlier, he did come out to check his weight earlier, and he did seem very positive. He got the hoop for a man. Amazing. It's not every day we see this, guys. History in the making. Khabib smiling up there. You know, we heard a lot of people talking about how he looked, etc. I really didn't think it was that bad, as I said earlier. And he seems very positive here.
155.
That's championship weight. We're just waiting on Dustin Poirier now, so we have an official bout. Official championship bout, that is. That must be a great sense of relief for Nurmagomedov, who had some history with some issues on the scales, but what a good feeling that must be. Looks in very good nick. There we go.
I finally got a Khabib quote.
Yeah. And there it is. Here's Dan Hardy telling us, let's see. Who's he got? Oh, it's Dustin Poirier. Here we go. We have a championship fight. It's coming quick. I don't know why else he'd be here this early if he wasn't on weight. Poirier seemed really positive all week. It was never really in doubt from anyone we spoke to in the camp, even off the record. Everyone was very positive about this. Here we go. Let's see. The fight that everyone's there to see. Let's see if it's going ahead.
Also 155.
155, we got a championship bout. There we have it. Let's see how he's getting on.
55.
And it's 155 for Don Madge, the Magic Man. Really exciting fighter.
Am I going the right way for you?
Next fight in the welterweight division, Takashi Sato.
Welterweight, 170.
Takashi Sato now. He takes on Belal Muhammad. He's looking for 170. Let's see if he gets it.
171.
171. That is inside the welterweight limits. A positive start here in Abu Dhabi.
Next fight in the women's bantamweight division, Liana Joshua.
Liana Joshua here, one of my prospects to watch in 2019. She's an amazing prospect, a former Fight Nights Global champion. She had some huge upset wins at the Russian promotion, and really expected to make big waves in the bantamweight division. Still very young, the Georgian. She's just 23 years of age, as far as I know. I expect her to be right up there at the top of the division in a couple of years' time.
34 and a half.
Under with ease at 134 and a half there. She takes on Sarah Moras. Moras, even. Apologies. Moras is on a 3-fight losing streak. It's hard all out. Andrea Lee now. He takes on Joanne Calderwood. This is a very exciting flyweight fight. Two of the best strikers in that division, outside of the champion, of course. Really looking forward to it.
126.
126 inside the flyweight limit for Andrea Lee. We're going well. We're going well. I don't want to jinx it now, but we're going well, guys. Now, there was a lot of talk about the heat over here, the extreme weather, whether that would affect people. So far, so good, it must be said.
Next fighter in the welterweight division, Nordin Taleb.
Here's Nordin Taleb. This is a very interesting fight because he's taken on a Wushu Sanda world champion, several times decorated Muslim Salikov. And Salikov didn't get off to the start he wanted, but if there's ever going to be a fight where we're going to be able to see the full array of his striking skills, it's against Nordin Taleb. Nordin Taleb is a man who doesn't rush to take an opponent down. He likes the striking matchup, so really I think we're going to get to see the full array of Muslim Salikov's talents here. I really like this fight. Talib, of course, used to be a security guard for Guilherme Cruz's best friend Neymar, the famous football player. I don't know if he still does that though, maybe Guilherme could tell us. But yeah, I think that's going to be a really exciting fight. It's a bit of a sleeper. Salikov is a spectacular striker at his best. Here comes Edson. Edson and Paul, two pretty big 55ers. Edson was very gracious yesterday. He stuck around so me and Casey could get a word with him. He's in incredible shape, as always. This is, of course, his first fight under the ATT banner. 55 and a half, he's in there with ease. He has moved to ATT after, I think it's 3 losses in 4 in his last 4. He would have trained a bit with Paul Felder under Mark Henry. That was after their initial bout.
Next up in the welterweight division, Muslim Salikov.
Here's Muslim Salikov, the man I was just talking about, who takes on Nordin Taleb. This guy is a really famous man in Wushu Sanda world, which is a huge world based on the Chinese population and how popular it is over there. I guess he didn't get the start that he wanted, and he was really highly touted, and he got a loss in his debut. But as I've said, a fight against Nordin Taleb should be a brilliant striking encounter. He's kind of on the back end of his competitive career because he's 35 years of age now, but several times gold medalist at the World Champions at Wushu Sanda.
In the welterweight division, Belal Muhammad.
Belal Muhammad. Did all of you see the video of Belal Muhammad playing a prank on Paul Felder? It was hilarious. You need to go over to Paul Felder's page and Belal's Instagram pages and find that footage because it was hilarious. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Just let's see the weight first.
170.
170. Belal Muhammad. Belal Muhammad. He showed up at Paul Felder's room with a friend of his who he dressed up like
Moving on to the featherweight division.
He told Paul Felder he had to kiss his hand. And Paul Felder nearly did it. Here's Lerone Murphy. Many of you might have seen our story yesterday, and it was all over the place, really. Everybody was talking to this guy about his remarkable story. He got shot in the face twice, and he turned his life around. And here he is making his UFC debut against Zubaira Tukhugov, which could be a huge win for him, let's be honest. Zubaira is a well-known commodity on the back of UFC 229, so a lot of people very, very hot on Lerone in the UK and beyond. Trains at All Powers. Here's Carl Prince joining him on the stage. He's a teammate of Kane Mooses and Brendan O'Kane.
Moving on to the middleweight division, Omari Akhmedov.
Here's Omari Akhmedov. He's taking on Zach Cummings. Should be a gritty fight, that one. I think both of these guys used to play the trade at 170.
186.
186, and he looks all there at 186. Let's be honest, Akhmedov could be looking to make it 4 wins in a row. Oh, excuse me, he drew to Marvin Vettori, so not 4 in a row. 3-1 in his last 4, let's say. 3-0-1. I beg your pardon.
Next up in the flyweight division, Joanne Calderwood.
Here's Jojo. She was telling us yesterday that she feels more physically solid at flyweight than she ever has before. Let's see how she gets 126. Made it with ease. She looks like she hasn't struggled at all there to make that weight. Really looking forward to that fight with Andrea Lee. My word.
The other half of your co-main event in the lightweight division, Paul Felder.
Here's Paul Felder. He was clapping himself to the stage here. He was telling us yesterday that he's doing a good job of staying out of the sun, as am I. And he has been collecting cookies from the breakfast room to eat after this, so you can imagine the anticipation for a bit of sugar. See what's happening here.
55.
55. Gotta say, my colleague Nick Pete from the Fight Disciples pointed out at the open workouts on Wednesday that Paul didn't drop a beat of sweat during his open workout, so we were afraid that maybe he was off. You know, he could have been 5 pounds off and he just wasn't shedding any more water, so that's very good news. For Zayeb, who takes on Don Madge, I believe, in the first fight of the day. Zayeb making his debut. He's on weight, but quite a baptism of fire against Don Madge.
Next in the lightweight division, Odman Azaita.
Here's Hotman.
Excuse me, you're right in front of that camera there.
Takes on Timo Pacquiao.
56. 156.
German born of Moroccan descent. He hijacked our interview with Zubaira Tokhugov yesterday, which was hilarious, to be honest. You should have a look at that if you get a chance. He seems very pumped up for this, his debut, of course. Timo Pacquiao will be looking to regain parity on his UFC record. He's currently 1-2. Do we have a bit of a break? Hardy is once again calling out another 55er, I believe.
Next in the
Timo
lightweight
Pacquiao.
division, Davi Hamos.
Davi Hamas takes on Islam Makhachev. He's a bit more dressed down than we saw him yesterday. He was spruced up. My word, he looked fantastic at that media day. But very positive coming in here.
56. 156.
156, wow. He looks in great shape, my God. He feels like this is the biggest fight he's had nearly, you know, with Islam being such a high prospect. And really, he's going to be getting a hometown welcome here. Davi feels like he can steal a lot of momentum.
Next up in the featherweight division, Zubair Tukhugov.
Here comes Zubaira. As you can hear, a lot of people here supporting Zubaira. After UFC 229's involvement in that post-fight fracas, we didn't know if we'd ever see him in the UFC again, but he thanked the UFC for bringing him back yesterday when we spoke to him. He told us this is a hugely proud moment for him, and after the hospitality he's received in Abu Dhabi since he arrived here. 146, he's on weight.
Next up in the heavyweight division, Curtis Blades.
Here comes Curtis Razor Blades, who we didn't get to speak to yesterday, unfortunately. It was time dependent, but told the Macular's Oscar Willis. And he is, him and Taitu Ivasa, 251, him and Taitu Ivasa send each other messages about how much they hate Justin Willis, which is pretty funny.
55. 155.
155. As I said the other day, I told everybody this story, but I came into the hotel after a big flight the other day and Shamil was in the elevator, topless, hulking out like Hogan in his prime. It was terrifying, but he was really funny. He was just trying to have a joke with me, and it was very, very funny and terrifying at the same time. A big dude, my God. And as I said yesterday, a fantastic beard. 257, that is a lot of man on that scale, my God. And I've got, as we mentioned earlier, he will be taking on Otman Azatar. Azatar, perhaps. Maybe I've got that pronunciation wrong. I've done that quite a few times this week. But here, might have to take those spectacles off. 156, he's on weight. He's very sharply dressed at yesterday's media day, it must be said. Full suit. And I think we're... Dan Hardy, I think we're taking another break now.
Next fight to the scale, Diego Ferreira.
Diego Ferreira, this is the one that our friends at Raptors MMA said they were struggling well. Okay, you can see immediately that he's having trouble coming up here. He's moving very slow movements. It seems his coach is holding up him with his arms. He's shaking quite a bit. This is not stuff we really want to see in the sport. Let's hope Diego Ferreira can hit the lightweight limit here. Oh.
156.
156. Ferreira was trying to tell us something there, and he stopped halfway through. I believe he said, "Hi guys, I just want to tell you something," and then stopped. So he may have a message for us once again when he gets on the scales. Let's see.
Diego, sit back up there for me for 1 second. Back to 5. Right there. 5, 4, 2, 1. Thank you.
Looks like it's been a real struggle. Oh, wow, his child's in the back. That's a very emotional moment there. Wow. His, I believe one of his children just shouted up, "I love you, Daddy," after he made the weight there, which, "Hey, Dada," he said to him. Wow. Wow. That's pulling on the heartstrings, I must say. And I am a bit of a softie, so I'll just wipe away these tears very quickly before Casey.
Next up in the women's bantamweight division, Sarah Moras.
It's Sarah Moras, who fights Diana Jojoa, the Fight Nights Global Champion. Sarah was in great form yesterday at the media day. We did not get a chance to chat with her, unfortunately.
It needs to be higher.
$138, that is 2 pounds over for Moras. 2 pounds over the bantamweight limit for Moras.
We'll let you know what the fine is when they talk to the opponent.
We're going to be informed about the fine, as told to us by Mark Ratner there, who was rocking a Red Hot Chili Peppers t-shirt. Of course, they played in the same arena that the event will take place. They played there on Wednesday. As I mentioned earlier, there's some reports that the air conditioning isn't quite a stretch over there yet, and we'll have to wait and see. Hardy's going to give us a standby shout. Let's see what is going on. It's got to be Merbak Toisimov, or it's got to be Merbak or Zach Cummings, I believe, are the last two. Thanks again, Nick. Man.
Next fight to the scale in the lightweight division, Merbak Toisimov.
Here comes Merbak. He's a big dude. He has had trouble on the scales before. Let's see how he gets on this time. He's got the tell. He needs the hoop of shame, as Casey has called it. Merrimack looks very dehydrated, I suppose, is the only word I can use. And this is the last thing he'll want now after he talked to us yesterday about his USADA situation and the fact that he can't fight in the US. And I think the last thing he'll want now is to come in over the lightweight limit.
56.
56 he's on. That must be a massive relief for Merrimack Tyson. Wow. You can see his tongue. He's very dehydrated, just searching around his mouth for any type of fluid in mind. That's a big deal. It's a big one for him. Still walking fairly well and stuff. You know? How good that first drop of water or fruit must be. Here we go. Here's that Cummings. The last fighter to weigh in today.
$85.5.
85.5. I guess I was right. He was just having a lie-in. Fair enough. Well, there we go. That alarm clock mustn't have went off. What can you do? But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hope you don't mind me. I'll probably be here a lot more, so better get used to it.